Payne games have always combined gritty storytelling with intense gunplay. In Max Payne 3, Rockstar have attempted to incorporate the same noir narrative into multiplayer. Whether playing as Max himself in Painkiller, battling in Deathmatch, forming crews, or competing in a series of story-driven events in Gang Wars. Gang Wars is at the core of the Max Payne 3 multiplayer experience. Events from the single-player game are used as narrative starting points for the matches. The outcome of each fight drives the dynamically shifting storyline.
Gang allegiances were the only thing that would keep them alive.
There are 5 chapters in each Gang War, every chapter featuring one of 10 different game types. For example, in one match, your gang could be asked to take over rival turf. If you hang on to your turf, in the next round you must defuse bombs planted by your rivals. If you succeed in defusing the bombs in time, you'll have the advantage in the next round. If you don't, the odds get stacked against you. Max Payne 3 multiplayer has all kinds of features to give players the upper hand in battle. If killed twice in a row by the same person, players can initiate a vendetta, which reveals your rival's position on the map. Kill them, and you're rewarded with bonus XP. If they survive and take you out, they win the bonus XP. Bursts, including bullet time, are earned by leveling up. Each burst has 3 levels, with each level requiring more adrenaline to activate. Level 3 of Weapon Double Dealer causes your enemies to drop their grenades, fully primed. Sneaky tricks the rival team into seeing one of your teammates as an ally. Trigger Happy instantly gives you a devastating arsenal.
Seemed they were done playing with the kids' toys.
Players can join large public crews or create private crews that members can customize. These help players keep the fight alive from match to match, and even across other Rockstar titles. Playing within a crew gains players extra XP for unlocking more weapons and bursts. You can also initiate crew feuds with rivals to settle scores. By combining narrative-based modes like Gang Wars with team tactics, vendettas, crews, and bursts like bullet time, with highly cinematic gameplay, the multiplayer of Max Payne 3 expands Max's world and draws players deeper into his dark story.
That was your second look at the multiplayer for Max Payne 3. Zach, Dewey, and Tom are here along with me, Ray. And I gotta say, the more I keep looking at Max Payne 3, the more I am impressed with it. I really like the multiplayer trailer from the first one, and then this one's I think this is even a better trailer than the last multiplayer trailer. Obviously, this is all gameplay, no cinematics, nothing from the single player game. But I mean, that'd be kind of weird if they're only showing off if they started showing single player.
If the video's titled "Multiplayer Gameplay Part 2" and it's about single player, that would be kind of strange.
It would be. This is true.
Would have been weird.
I really like, coming from someone that plays a lot of multiplayer games and that kind of stuff, I really like the big thing that I liked about it is their inclusion of like the squads and that kind of stuff within the actual game. Like they have support for customizing those, and it's almost like, and you know, I know a lot of you guys aren't MMO fans out there, but creating a guild or something like that within the game itself, and I really like that idea. I think it really promotes a more competitive atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean, Cow's Cow Crew.
Well, I mean, I really like that. You know, most games have some sort of clan support, and that's really what this is. They're just rebranding it with their crew. But it's really awesome that you can do that, and you can not only have it in Max Payne, but then other Rockstar games as well, as Grand Theft Auto 5, whatever else they put out in the future. So you don't have to, recreate these crews or clans or whatever you want to call them in every game. You can just carry them over from game to game, which is really awesome.
But I mean, like they're extending it more than just simply having a clan tag. I mean, it's you're able to customize, probably organize a little bit more within the actual multiplayer than simply putting like MC at the beginning of your name.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, that's true.
I just really like that.
If you take the time to go and look at the trailer, you can actually see in their crew tags they have the Rockstar logo along with whatever there are. Like they've got Rockstar logo followed by LON for London or NYC for New York City. So it's all like the different development studios, and they'll have their own clan. They have their own crew tag, and it's got a little personality to it. So that's awesome. I really liked when they started talking about the one game mode where you start out in the first round trying to take over your enemy's territory, and then the second round, if you win that round, you have to go and take over, or you have to go defuse bombs, and that'll affect the third round. I really like that kind of changing up the gameplay, so you're not doing the same thing every round over and over again.
Yeah, and a little bit of asymmetry there, which is kind of cool.
I mean, it doesn't give your opponents, time to really learn the map immediately, and just go like, okay, I go from here to here, and that's going to be the fastest way to get to that spot, because they don't have time to practice that in the second time around, because the second time around it's got a different objective. I really like that. I know I'm not the biggest multiplayer guy in the media cows, but it's things like that change up the gameplay in multiplayer that make me want to go back and play some more.
So the multiplayer that they're talking about is story-driven.
Yes.
Which leaves me questioning, will there be, during the match, the ability to join a session that's already in progress that they're playing in? Because what happens when people quit because they can't handle it and they get pissed and then they leave, and then by the time the fifth round comes around, only like 3 people are playing because everyone else got pissed off and no one else can join to balance it out?
That's a good question. I really don't. I mean, obviously we haven't played it. We don't have answers to that.
Rockstar, leave a comment.
Tom?
I bet it'll just be drop in, drop out. It sounds like it's not really like, a different way of playing through the story mode of the game. It's more so just 3 different little vignettes that are strung together for multiplayer play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do as far as the story elements of the multiplayer goes. I know that they've already announced like 5 different DLC packs for multiplayer alone. And those will be coming out throughout like the summer and fall. And so it'll be interesting to see if that has any effect on any story elements in the multiplayer. I don't know exactly what they mean when they say story in multiplayer. We're going to have to find out later. But I don't know, it's just interesting. It's really cool. I know Zach said that at one point during the video, it didn't look like the aim was right, the hitbox on the...
Yeah, like 2 minutes, 8 seconds. It looks like he misses the guy, but he goes down anyways, which angers me.
Well...
Because I hate that when that happens in goddamn multiplayer.
I don't know what to tell you. I didn't see that, but you're probably right. It's probably there. But
maybe he got him in the shoulder.
Yeah, there you go. See, now you're thinking.
There's just so much fast movement that you can't see what's actually happening.
So then again, there's perks, and the things that they give it a different name, of course, but they give you perks, or that guy automatically had a grenade launcher. And stuff like that. So I mean,
Sneak looks awesome on there. Turn it on to make it look like you're one of the enemies. That's sweet.
And I really like that because it kind of gives you that whole if you play into the story a little bit in your own head, you can kind of think of it as they now think I'm on their side. I'm like an undercover kind of guy, and then at the end, just get them when they're not looking.
And like the spy in Team Fortress 2 adds such a great level of tension about just like, oh, is one of these people around me right now a spy? Is he going to knife me in the back? So yeah. I really like that feeling, and I hope they do. I mean, how could they do a bad job with it? It's a great idea.
Yes. Oh, I'm just really excited about Max Payne 3, and the more they keep showing, the more I keep wanting to play it.